So you came on Sunday, heard a good sermon, sure seemed like you really were learning, but that was days ago. And since that time, you've watched a lot of shows, heard a lot of news, read a lot of photo captions, maybe a book or two. You got the information overload blues, made you forget the good news, need to remember the good news. So let's check up, pull up a chair for the midweek checkup now.
Welcome to the Midweek Checkup. My name is Lindsay Blair and I'm here with Bobby Gillis. Pastor Jonah Sage preached from 2 Kings chapter 6 verses 1 through 7 in our Fall of the House of David series.
Jonah said, God delights in the details of your life because God delights in you. If you missed the sermon or need help remembering, you're in the right place because it's time for the midweek checkup.
Jonah began by saying that God delights in you and cares about the details of your life. We see this play out in the life of Elijah's replacement prophet, Elisha. A man was cutting a tree with his neighbor's axe and it fell into the river. This unnamed man knows something about God. Notice he does not go to one of his buddies. It says that he cried out to Elisha. He made a loud, distressing call for help to Elisha, the miracle-working relational prophet. What must this man believe about God that he would ask the Lord's prophet for help?
Elisha listens, cares, and responds. And then he does something funny. He cuts a stick and throws it into the water where the axe sunk. But then the axe head floated to the surface. And then the Bible just moves on, almost like it assumes we know what this means. But we have a hard time believing God delights in the details of our lives, don't we?
When Adam and Eve sinned and realized that they were naked, God made clothes for them. When Jesus went to a wedding where they had run out of wine, he turned water into wine for them. When Jesus called out to Peter after he'd risen from the dead, the same Peter who had denied knowing him, he said, "Bring some of the fish you caught. I'll make breakfast."
Jesus said his kingdom is like a mustard seed, which means his kingdom will often be unnoticed and small, and it will take place in the details, the smallness of ordinary life. How might that change the way you pray? How might that change the way you see God seeing you? He helped a scared man find his friend's borrowed tool in a river. Isn't that something? He delights in the details of your life because God delights in you.
This Sunday, we'll continue our series on the fall of the house of David, and in Bible Fellowship, we'll discuss Psalm 146, a hymn of praise. Join us and bring a friend.